Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Well, good morning, everybody. On this Tuesday morning, it is the 12th day of September. Rich here at 3:36 a.m., and I'm about to bring you up to date on extremely dangerous Hurricane Florence, which is heading towards the United States and an encounter with the Carolina coastline. And this is a storm that will be historic, a storm that will be on the list of the greatest hurricanes of all time, simply disastrous, a hurricane of a lifetime kind of deal. And I'm not over-exaggerating when I say any of that. And then the models do something crazy with the track. After it makes landfall, it kind of mills around for a while. Bizarre. And then out in the Gulf of Mexico, it is now likely that we're going to see a tropical depression or a tropical storm. The next name on the list is Joyce. Who is that going to affect, and how is that all going to play out? Let's start with today's weather. Here we go.
All right, strap yourself in. First today, we still have that old frontal system hanging around. That'll be the catalyst for showers and thunderstorms, which develop in the afternoon heating today. So I've got the rain chances at 40%. You could argue 40 to 50%. So you may get a downpour at your house today. Look for a sun and cloud mix with high temperatures in the lower 90s. Scattered showers and thunderstorms most numerous this afternoon and this evening. Tonight's low will be 73 and light northeasterly winds. Tomorrow, now we're looking at the maps and we're looking at the GFS. Fewer storms perhaps for Alabama tomorrow. We're noting Florence getting closer to the coast. Here's Friday with the storm right on the coast itself. Our storms start to thin out. Rain chances 20% or less, I think, Friday. Maybe even less than that on Saturday and through the upcoming weekend. But hang on, we may have an effect from Florence down the road. One of the models, let's look at the European on Monday. It actually edges tropical depression Florence near Macon, Georgia, and it has some precipitation in the eastern Alabama on Monday. That's crazy. We'll have to watch the future path of Florence. 30% chance of storms in for tomorrow, then a small chance Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, question mark, as we continue to watch Florence. High temperatures will be edging into the middle 90s, I think, on Friday, and the low to mid 90s over the upcoming weekend. Now, out in the tropics, we have not only Florence, we have Isaac, we have Helene, we have two invests out there, including 95L. We'll get to the most important ones. Let's start with Florence, okay? Here's Florence now, where the winds have gone down just a little bit as it fluctuates, 130 miles per hour, still category 4. It will get a little stronger later on this afternoon and tonight as it approaches the coast. Hurricane warnings continue on the South Carolina and North Carolina coast from Florence. Now, look at this cone. This is crazy. It's got it approaching the coast as a category 3 on Friday morning at 2 a.m., and then Saturday morning, it's still on the coast at 100 miles an hour, and still near the coast on Sunday morning at 2 a.m., and then it moves inland to just west, just a little east of Atlanta at 2 a.m. Monday, and the cone goes into eastern Alabama. So the Florence ensembles, the lines are all over the place because the storm loses its steering currents and just mills around for a few days. Meanwhile, we have Isaac with winds now at 60 miles per hour, so it's lost a little strength. Tropical storm warnings in effect for the Caribbean islands. It gets into the Caribbean, then it gets a little weaker, and I'm not too worried about Isaac. I think it's going to kind of get into some hostile upper-level winds as far as wind shear and lose its identity eventually. The rainfall with Florence is crazy. Some of the models indicating 3 to 4 feet of rain. I say again, 3 to 4 feet. And some of that rain shield goes into eastern Alabama, perhaps. Meanwhile, we're looking at just north of the Yucatan there. You see that twist in the clouds? That is Invest 95L, and this thing could be a tropical depression or a tropical storm. National Hurricane Center gives it a 70% chance of development. Notice that most of the lines go towards Texas, but we'll be watching it. And you can stay on top of the tropics and all the weather with our advanced interactive app on your phone or tablet. Get it today. It's free in the App Store. Just search Rich Thomas Weather. There's a lot going on.
So I'm going to be a very busy guy watching all of this develop. The tropics are so crazy busy. And then to wait and see how the Florence track could even impact Alabama. Maybe not, but we'll see. Have a great day today. Live on the radio this morning from 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 with Greg, Jay, and Emily. And then Ryan Sinnen and I will be talking weather, and we have a lot to talk about at 5:50 this morning. Join me on TV on CBS 8 and ABC 32, the Alabama News Network. Another video for you first thing tomorrow morning at 4:45, and your forecast whenever you want it. across the dial. 256 times a day on 8 radio stations. That's the Blue Water family of stations. Bailey and I will see you later. Where are you, Bailey? Have a good day.
Rich Thomas Weather.